So welcome to the first episode of Tai Chi Discoveries. So today I want to talk about the Kwa. The Kwa in Tai Chi is the inner hip joints. So there are two hips in Tai Chi, the inner hip joints and the outer hip joints. The inner hip joints are called the Kwa, and they follow right along that crease of your abdomen and where your legs connect. Right here. So one of the ways you can bend from the Kwa, as that's kind of an important concept in Tai Chi, is you sink. Well, that's another term for it, is sinking. So you sink into the Kwa, or you sink into the hips. And it looks a lot like I'm bending into the knees, but if you grab like a chair or something, and you stand up against it, you kind of just get your shins up against it, and you step backward. So the way to tell that you're bending from the Kwa is to bend, and your knee or your legs will not go any farther forward. So they'll just kind of like rest right there. And I'm a little off balance, and I'm still kind of learning a lot of this stuff. So that's one way you can do that. So one thing I've kind of discovered, or one thing I did discover this week, was how to fold into my Kwa. So there's a move in the Tai Chi form that goes like this. Now it's a, kind of a more difficult move. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I'll show you what I was doing before. I was doing this. Now, the difference is subtle, but where the difference is it's in the hips. So when I do this, and I step out, what I want to do here is I actually want to fold into the hips. And by doing that, I bring my torso forward. And then I come back and twist forward like that. So I still have an issue where my back leg falls in. So if I do this and I step out, when I twist in, see this back leg, it still pulls in. And that's another thing I'm fighting. But for now, this is a huge improvement because it allows me to push further in and bring myself forward, which is something I've been battling for the last, a year or so. So when I do it now, step out, fold in, push out, step forward. And so yeah, that's kind of my big discovery this week, is just folding into the Kwa. I've been kind of playing around with that and how it affects everything else. But it feels good to kind of know that I can collapse or fold into that hip or into the Kwa for a lot of these movements, and it shows up in everywhere really because the Kwa is such a vital part of Tai Chi. Anyway, so thank you very much. See you next time.